Hi, I'm Chris, welcome back to FRAG-MENTAL, thanks for joining me. It's been a busy year for fragrance releases. There have been some corkers, and it's certainly been the year of the Elixir. But have any of them made it onto this list? Stay tuned to find out. There have been so many new fragrances released this year, it would be impossible for me to have tested and bought every single new fragrance release, so please bear in mind that the choices I've made in this video are based only on the fragrances that I've tried. There may be some amazing fragrances not in this video. It's probably because I've not tried them, or maybe because I have tried them and they're not as amazing as the ones featured in this video. But if you've got any suggestions or recommendations about fragrances that were released this year in 2023, just politely pop them down in the comments and I'll see if I can try them. In no particular order, let's get the ball rolling with Mallow from Dora. Raspberry, vanilla, sugar, pink pepper, almond, and a creamy cotton candy. As you'd guess from the name of this fragrance, it gives off this sweet, addictive marshmallow type of smell. It is beautiful. Reminds me a little bit of Louis Cardin's Sacred, which is also one of my favourite gourmand fragrances. Despite it being a sweet gourmand fragrance, it's not just a cloying sweetness, because you've got the tart raspberry and the punchy pink pepper that are giving the fragrance some texture and structure. There's a lot of depth here as well. I'm not quite sure what it is, probably some woods, but this is a deep, rich, and powerful fragrance. This is strong stuff. Walk into a room, everyone's gonna smell this on you. It's gonna be pumping off. It's one of those room-filling fragrances. I didn't expect it to be. I thought it was gonna be this very nice, quite mellow, mallow, sweet, cotton candy type of fragrance, but it's got some clackers, let me tell you. Imagine a mashup of Parfums de Marly's Pegasus, Louis Cardin's Sacred, and Byron Parfums' The Chronic, all very addictive scents. Hey, you'll never guess, but I'm selling this on my website, Luxe Parfum. Enter code XMAS15 at checkout for a cheeky festive discount. I'll leave a link in the description. Here is an incredible designer release, one of the best designer releases of the year in my opinion. This is Boss Bottled Elixir. Cool, spicy cardamom pops off the top, frankincense adds a mysterious Middle Eastern twist, blended with a clean luxury soap smell. I think this smells more niche than designer in that it is wonderfully creative and smells very high quality. Two things that maybe you would associate more with niche fragrances. I also get a bit of a culinary herbal smell from this. Not listed in the notes, but maybe something like sage. And it reminds me of a deodorant that I used to have when I was about 15, 16, I think it was like a wood and sage deodorant. This smell takes me right back to that time, to the point where I can remember going shopping with my mum, choosing the jeans, choosing the shirt that I was gonna wear for the school disco. And I thought I looked the bomb, and obviously I thought I smelled like the bomb. So it's got that sort of luxury soap type of smell, but throw in that incense, throw in those spices, and what you have is an excellent addition to the Elixir bandwagon and one of the best releases of 2023. Speaking of high quality, it does not get any higher than Roja Parfums, and this year I have been thoroughly enjoying Sola Blue. Juicy, fresh citrus, apple, blackcurrant, florals, then robust notes like leather, anchoring it all and infusing tons of gravitas. Incredibly fresh, elegant and invigorating. I've loved wearing this one in the heat. It conjures images of the Italian coastline in the summer. Think Jude Law in The Talented Mr. Ripley. That's who I could see smelling of this type of smell. As with all Roja Parfums, the quality is as good as it gets. It oozes luxury, it's crisp, it's sophisticated. This is top tier perfumery. Another stunner from Argos fragrances. I'm saying Argos so the Brits don't confuse it with the popular high street catalogue store. This is Fall of Phaeton. It's fruity, it's juicy, it's spicy, it's sweet, and it's also very powerful. As with all Argos fragrances, it's a very strong, muscular scent. It's bright and sweet, but it's also got leather and oud, which are bringing a weighty assertiveness. It's an easy-to-wear, mass-appealing, statement-making scent. Another one that smells luxurious and expensive. God-level release from Argos. Argos. Time for another elixir. This one's from Gucci. Gucci Gaultier Elixir is a clean, powdery, spicy, creamy, white floral scent. A little bit lighter and airier than I was expecting from an Elixir release, but I love it for that. There's a little bit of Lamal, a little bit of Amouage Reflection Man, a lot of compliments. Bish, bash, bosh, with the emphasis on bish. Quentin Bish. I bought this on a trip to Spain. It was available at the airport. I wasn't expecting it to be. This became my scent of the holiday that I went on with my friends. They all thought it was great. Not only is this another good Elixir release, not only is it a great release for 2023, it's also a lifelong scent memory of an awesome vacation.
If you love fragrance as much as I do, head over to my online store luxparfum.co.uk. You'll find my favourite brands plus brands you can't find anywhere else in the UK. Link is in the description.
Another excellent release this year is a fragrance that is already surrounded by controversy. Creed's Absolu Aventus. Definite similarities to Aventus, but it's a little darker and spicier with a bit more attitude. I gotta say, I thoroughly enjoy this fragrance. Some people say it smells very similar to Dior's Sauvage Elixir. I don't get that at all, but this brings me to the first controversial point. Some say there are already batch variations and that some batches smell more like Sauvage Elixir. I really hope that's not true. The other controversial point is the price, because this 75ml is selling at full retail for £320. Whew, sorry, heart just fluttered a little bit there. Yeah, that's expensive for 75ml. Some people, many people, do not agree with Creed charging those kind of prices. I mean, if they're selling fragrances, someone's buying them. I guess we'll see if they reduce the price. You can actually get this a little bit cheaper. I've seen it for £285 on the website Parfum Dreams. I think they're a German site. I have ordered stuff from them in the past. No problems, comes pretty quickly, and you always get a decent price. So if you feel like buying it for a few quid cheaper, then you could have a look at Parfum Dreams. Despite the ludicrously high price tag, I think it's an excellent fragrance and certainly one of the best of the year for me. And yeah, I did buy this. It was not sent to me. Imagine if Creed sent out free fragrances. That's the dream. Couple of big baller releases from Amouage this year. My favourite of them was King Blue. It's big, it's bold, it's fecal, and it's a compliment getter. Yeah, it is. I've had a compliment from a woman. My brother-in-law has had multiple compliments in wearing this fragrance. Here's the thing, you have to wear it to appreciate it. If you smell this just on the strip, it's like you're smelling the underpants of the kid who shat himself at school. But put it on skin, it blooms, it develops, it radiates, the poo note softens, the fruity, blue, aquatic notes come out and balance the fragrance beautifully. At first, I thought this one was going to be challenging to wear, but when you spray it on, it is a 2023 king. King Blue, not king shit. Well, kind of is king shit, but not in the kid from school kind of way. I definitely wasn't that kid at school. This one is a delight. It's Turkish Delight from Adscenture. Adscenture, the brand you wear when you're having an adventure and smelling good. Powdery Turkish Delight, Turkish coffee, Turkish tobacco, and Turkish market spices. It's as delicious to wear as you think it would be from those notes. It's creative, it's unique, but also a joy to wear. It's also got a really nice little wisp of smoke running through it, which gives it some depth and really adds to that transportive effect it has. A massive winter banger for me. I'm also stocking this at Luxe Parfum. That Xmas 15 code is site-wide, so if you fancy a delightful discount, Merry Christmas. I mentioned this was the year of the Elixir, and this Elixir was my favourite Elixir release of the year of the Elixirs. Lal Elixir. Bit of that old faithful Lal mint and lavender, darkened and sweetened with tobacco and honey. It's like someone read my mind and thought, Chris loves Lal, but perhaps he wants a more modern version. He also loves the note of tobacco, has a penchant for sweeter, darker fragrances, and loves endless compliments. Someone scanned my brain, and from that put it in a fragrance making machine, and out popped Lal Elixir. Well, thank you whoever scanned my brain. Love, 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 one of the best of the year. This final fragrance was an instant love for me when Aaron let me smell it for the first time. From Terence Hughes, it's Oud Noir. Sweet spices, plum, amaretto, oud, and vanilla. This is a beautiful, warming, comforting smell, but also very impactful at the same time. It's deep, it's rich, it's sexy. This has a beautiful blend on it. I think Aaron really excels at these darker, sweeter, brooding fragrances. Boozy, plummy, spicy, oudi. This is one of my favourites for autumn and winter, one of my favourites of all Aaron's releases and one of the best of 2023. Those were my favourite releases of 2023. There were some other good ones that came out. I just thought these 10 were my particular favourites. I wonder where we're going to be in a year's time. Will 2024 be as good for fragrance releases? Will we have more elixirs, or was that all done and dusted in 2023? Do you think there are more elixir fragrances still to come? Probably. What are your 2023 bangers? Let me know. I would love to hear from you in the comments. If you found this video useful, if you liked it, you know what to do. Give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you do all that, I will see you in the next one. Bye.